Guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be discussing the very basics of the game and how a new player would see it, because when you first play, there's a whole lot of different modes and there's no proper tutorial on how to get through it. So that's what we'll be discussing today. And yeah, let's get started. So first of all, we have the cookies. Now basically we have four types of cookies: the legendary cookies, the epic cookies, the rare cookies, and the common ones. Let's take a look at one legendary cookie. So we have the ananas, most recent one. And legendary cookies have only 5 levels and they are generally much better scorers than epic cookies. Epic cookies can be leveled up to level 15 of maximum, while common and rare are 20 and 25. You can filter these from the desk very top, as you can see, by the level or by the rarity. Generally keep it by rarity. And you can also see the descriptions of the cookies here. So you have the ability descriptions and you can look at their stories, their relationships and stuff like that. So there's basically a whole story to this game which you can read via that. So on the top left you can see the affection that the cookie has for you and the benefits. So when you're best friends, you get the 1000 points for flame jelly. So that's only for this cookie. Like that, every cookie has affection. As you can see, these are all maxed out, but he is, for example, here we only have 963. So the benefits can, again, as I said, be viewed from here. Alright, now let's move on to the magic candies. Each cookie, almost every cookie now, has a magic candy. This candy provides a sort of buff depending on the candy, an additional blessing which will obviously help you score more points. These candies have levels 1 to 5, so upgrading has a higher chance of failure every time you go on. So upgrading it to level 1 would be much easier than upgrading it to level 5. To upgrade a magic candy, let me see. So you need ingredients, right? And these ingredients can be got from the cookie trials, which we get back into that later. But all the ingredients that are used when a failed magic candy, that would be wasted, so you would never get them back again. So it's usually better to have a large resource of magic powder before you start upgrading cookies candy to the max. Now there are different possible blessings for the magic candy as well. So let's look at one cookie's magic candy, the moonlight cookies. So the various blessings can be seen over here. Generally it's best to aim for legendary blessing, which is in green color, and overall the bonus points for all jellies is ideally the best blessing that you can get. And then it's important to notice that the special blessing gives you a better upgrade chance, so it's much better to go for that first. I'll just show you one just in case. So this is a legendary blessing, right? So it adds yellow bear jellies, 925 points, right? So I keep my old one because it's better. But just in case you run out of these tickets, it's much better to get it to level 5, get the candy to level 5, and then you can use these regular blessings because they're much more common, so you can keep using them. The only difference is that the other jelly has a much higher chance of approval. Now let's move on to the pets. So each cookie has a combo pet, most of them except for some legendary cookies. So as you can see here, these have also the same categories just as cookies: the rares, the commons and the legendaries. Each pet has an ability as well that usually complements the cookie that they're running with, and the higher the level of the pet, the much better it is for you, easier for you to score. Right, and now let's look at the treasures. These are some of the most important items in the game. A good treasure increases your score by a huge margin. You can click on these treasures to get information because each one has a different functionality. As you can see, this slingshot does something else, while the turbo engine makes you go faster and provides you a shield as well. You can upgrade these treasures up to level 12, after which they are maxed out. Then you can use enhancement stones to upgrade 4 more levels, and each upgrade gives you a different effect. For example, the rainbow headphones, as you can see, the next level would have rainbow sound jellies appear with 15% chance. Enhancing a treasure is usually a very time and resource consuming task, I would say, because you have to have enhancement stones and tickets. Now let's take for example this treasure. To enhance it to level 3, I'd have to spend 2 stones and 100,000. I'll just show you as an example. So there's a high chance of failure for this. So if and when it fails like this, you can keep trying and then it'll keep lucky. So I had a success. And so on. So the maximum is 6 such. So I have the 6 maxed for save, and these treasures are also very useful. So you can always use 3 treasures when running, and the 3 depends on the map whichever ones you use, but the current best treasure I would say was this turbo engine because it's used a lot. And as I said before, you can enhance a maximum of 6 times. Be careful because these stones take up a lot of your money, and the success rate goes down with each successful increase in level enhancement. So from 1 to 2 is much easier than 5 to 6, for example. Now, cheers cards. Now these are free to upgrade, so you can check out the total effect of the cheers card like this. So now I have 113 points for all jellies. So as you can see, when I upgrade this combo, again I get 62 points for basic jellies. So like this upgrade, it slowly builds up over time and gives you a large boost in modes such as trophy race, breakout, and stuff like that. So let's move on to the gacha. This is one of the most important shops in the game. You can buy everything you dreamed of for gems, coins, and rainbow cubes. Looking at the special chest, alright, you can see it has 2 slots where you can actually choose which cookie you can increase the chances of getting. You will get 40 epic coins, 40 epic cookies, tokens for this chest, which cost 2,900. Now, as you can see, I don't have enough gems to buy this, so right next to it is a supreme chest, which is basically the same thing, but you don't have the option of choosing 2 cookies for which you will get. The pet gacha is also the same thing pretty much. The supreme special pet egg and the supreme, so 1900. I get to choose which pets I want, which basically you can use to focus and max out a pet. Let's look at treasures. Here's where you buy treasures. So the special treasure drawer, you can choose 3 treasures which you would like, and it has a higher chance, but here it's just random, so I'll just drew one and show you guys. Right, so as you can see, I'm able to upgrade this treasure, and for the ones I already have maxed, I get enhancement stones. So these enhancement stones can be used to enhance the treasures once they reach level 12. Moving on to the costume gacha. So here you can use rainbow cubes to buy costumes. Now I'll do one for an example. Let's try my luck. This one is entirely based on luck, so depends on. This looks like a bad run, so if it's a good costume, this is generally gingerbread and strawberry on the sides like this, and there's fire coming out from his feet. So I think this is not such a good costume, but it's not bad either because I had both of those too. Right, so it's a costume I already have, and as you can see, I got rainbow crystals to make up for receiving the same costume. These crystals can be used to buy costumes, as you can see. Right, so other than this, you can also buy costumes in the shop over here. but it's much more expensive. See, I can spend 1480 rainbow cubes to buy this. So it's up to you basically. The higher risk is in the gacha, but whatever you want to do. So let's look at all the game modes. The main game mode of one of them is the cookie trials. These trials, as you can see, there's 3 types of trials: ongoing cookie cups, the events in progress, and the old ones. These 2 sections, basically, as you can see, these trials give you added benefits for finishing them. Look, you get all these rewards when you complete it in the next 26 days. And in these trials, as you can see, there is a set of rules that are already predetermined. So you can't have the cheers code bonus, the cookie and the pets level is capped at level 11, and the treasures at level 7. So you have to complete these to get the cookies benefits. And the bonus missions are there as well, so if you complete these tasks, you get the rewards shown on the right. It's generally a good rule of thumb to complete all the bonus missions once you're done with the trial. Let me show you one of my complete trials. Let's take a mango cookie. As you can see, all the bonus missions are completed. And also there is one more thing. After you complete the diamond trial on an ongoing cookie event, getting into the top percentage will have huge rewards. As you can see, I'm currently in the top 50% and I get 2200 coins once the event ends. 3500 gems if I get to the top 5%, which is a huge amount of gems. It helps to have a level 5 candy for cookies with candies. A legendary ananas does not have one. Looking at orange cookie, let's see. The candy is not capped at all, so level 5 helps a lot. It's much better that you do this. I'll also show you how to upgrade a candy right now. So let's go to apple cookies trial. Now, as you can see, I have a chance, but since it's going to be from level 4 to 5, there's a huge chance of failure and a slightly less chance of success. See, failure. So all those ingredients I used are gone now. I have to use it all over again. And let's see if it works this time. Nope, failure again. Just one more time. No luck. So basically I can find the way to get more ingredients over here. I have to complete these missions and then get them, or I can also buy them with magic powder. So I'll show you how to do that. Here you go, buy, and so on. So I'm not going to buy them right now because I need my powder for other cookies and I can already get them from the bonus mission. So let's move on to the other trials. As you can see, when you complete a certain number of trials, you get rewards. This was added quite recently actually, so more motivation for you to finish. The events in progress is also similar. You get a supreme chest, I think, for my scenario. Yeah, this is supreme pet egg. Within the next 8 days I have to finish the trial, so again additional motivation. Let's move on to trophy race. This is something a lot of people don't like. It's a quick and short run where you compete with 10 or less similar players. If you win, you get trophies which take you from land 1 to 9. So there's many lands, as you can see. You start off in land 1, you run, compete. The race lasts roughly I think 6 to 6.5 minutes, and once you reach 10,000 trophies, you will unlock Champions League. You can also practice in trophy race and open gold chests with your gold tickets, and the last places obviously they will lose trophies. Now these gold chests are also very useful, so make sure you run in trophy race. This always gives a spirit potion which adds up over time and helps you max out cookies. Let's move on to the next mode, which is breakout. So this is a primary source where you can earn crystals. Breakout has 3 maps, as you can see. They reset every week and you can use a large number of combos of cookies and pets. There's no predefined this thing, but you can use a wasabi cookie to generate a set which might work for you. if you're a pro, you can always come up with your own set, but until then I recommend that you use Wasabi's set. So you can't set, and remember that this will calculate the total of all your cookie scores, as you can see, and you will get a reward based on them once it ends. So I have 24 hours, and within the next 22 hours I will get this reward of 2300 crystals and the legendary Yeti pet. Breakout can sometimes be a bit time consuming because Sands of Yogurka and Escape from the Oven each have about 10 cookies to run each, while the City of Wizards is only 3. So it takes a bit of time, but it's absolutely worth it, and if you're a new player you should definitely go for this because it really helps over time. And if you had a bad run, for example, I'm going to just show you one. So I click play. Now since this is the first cookie I'm running with, I just quit here. Okay, next combi. You can always restart your breakout with the specific cookie using breakout replay tokens, which I'll show you right now. Okay, so you can try again. You can change the combination if you want to, or you can just try again with the same combination. So make sure you do your best and try to get the highest score possible, because at the end of the day every little matters, right? Moving on to the next part of this thing, you can see that we'll be moving on to the Champions League, but I won't be going much into this because there's actually 3 maps, and this is not a beginner's part. This is only once you come to land 9 in trophy race, so at that time you probably know what this is. Let's move on to the guilds. This is one of my favorite things to do. So the guild is the place where you have the whole gang basically chat, have fun. In the guild kitchen you cook meals for the guild run, which gives a bonus. As you can see, each one has its own difference. You have the leader, you have the missions, you can explore, get various rewards, as you can see, which helps level up your guild. And of course the most important of course, the guild run. So guild runs are basically done in 3 arenas where you have, which increases the season reward. For example, we are in Ruby 2, so once you advance you will get a much better reward. Right, so as you can see, my guild is currently the first in most of the arenas, and you have a predefined set of cookies in the guild, so you can only use these cookies to run. So each map is different and it's a lot of fun. So this is also something you should try out, because some cookies can only be obtained via guild coins. Let me show you that as well. Here we go. So Pitaya dragon cookie and ananas dragon cookie, they can only be obtained in the Pitaya guild shop. Okay, so let's move on to the Island of Memories. This mode of the game is quite neglected and people don't tend to play this because it's a bit hard at times. It has specific missions which you can access. For example, here, destroy obstacles. Let's take another one. Here, collect rainbow bear jellies. So you are given stars based on how many jellies you collect, and once you do, you get rewards like this which accumulate. So as you can see, 20 spirit potions, this stuff is actually valuable. So it's much better if you just go at it easy, take your time and do this stuff. Otherwise in the end you'll regret it, because it's valuable spirit potions, gems, supreme chests, everything adds up and helps you progress much faster in the game. So that's it from me today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching this, and please let me know if there are any more topics you'd like to be discussed, or if there's any more help you'd like, and please like and subscribe, and thank you all for being a part of this. Goodbye.